And it's live. Hey guys, Goggsy here, and welcome. Honk if you're horny. Welcome to our preview of Euro 2020 asterisk 21. I've been joined by Stevie Wales. How's it going, mate?
Aye, it's good to finally be in person,
I know
Gordy.
this is the first time we've met in person.
Usually talking a laptop, FaceTime or whatever, but I can confirm that you're even uglier in person, mate.
Thank you very much for confirming the news. Aye, so tonight, or today rather, we are going to be covering our prediction of the tournament bracket, also the top goal scorer, the breakthrough prospect that we were going to be seeing at the Euros, who's going to be our flop, and of course the dark horses.
Will it be Scotland?
Well, it's be Scotland. No, we'll be the flop, mate.
Aye, no. Stay tuned to find out. I don't know. You'll find out how I think we'll do. We're going to get into that, but
yeah,
will we start
definitely
with the golden boot and all that?
Yeah, let's do the golden boot. So, who have you got lined up as your top goal scorer this year?
Well, I'm thinking there's a few strong teams. You get Belgium, England, obviously, as it pains me to say it.
Yeah.
Portugal. But you have to look at the French, don't you?
Yeah.
The French are littered with talent all over the pitch, and I just think that it'll be a bit of I don't want to say breakout because he's been brilliant for years, but I think Kylian Mbappe will really take the bull by the horns in this tournament, and he's my golden boot winner.
Yeah, of course. It's hard to believe it's 3 years ago that he scored that goal in the World Cup final as well against Croatia. It's becoming the youngest ever player to score in a World Cup final.
I know. I remember him when he broke through at Monaco. He was 17 years old. When FIFA gave him his full name, Mbappe Lotin, shortened. That's a sign of being a superstar. FIFA have shortened their names, but no, he's absolutely world class, and I just think that French team is a lot of talent. So Kylian Mbappe. What about you?
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, it's hard to see past any French front man at the moment because Griezmann definitely a big hand in the World Cup win. You've also got Mbappe, like you said. But I actually want to go for Robert Lewandowski. I think he'll have a field day in the group stages.
I mean, I say that. You say golden boot winner. Okay, I agree. He is one of the best strikers in the world. I just don't know whether Poland will get deep enough in the tournament. I don't know if their squad's strong enough to. But you find out. Well, I've got them when we get into the tournament bracket.
Of course. So who have you got as a breakthrough prospect?
Now, a lot of people might be shocked by this. They might not be looking at Sweden as potentially having a breakthrough prospect. And I'm not just saying it because he got a team of the season card on FIFA. I'm going to go for Alexander Isak, the striker that plays with Real Sociedad. He's big, he's powerful, he's technically brilliant, he's got a goal in him. I just think that a lot of furore has been made about the fact that they've not got Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Do you know what I mean? But I think for me, Alexander Isak, he's going to have a real breakthrough tournament. And with Harry Kane potentially leaving Tottenham, I think if he goes on to have a good tournament, Tottenham could be looking at him as a potential replacement for Kane come the tournament time.
Definitely. And for me, I've gone for a fellow team in our group. I think the Croatian boy, Lovro Majer, is going to have a fantastic tournament. He's only made one full international cap since 2017 coming into the men's A side, but I think this year he's going to thrive. I think with a game against Scotland, he might have a lot of time on the ball against us. Also though, against the Czechs, I think he might shine in that game. But also the fact that the boys come in is he was part of the Zagreb side that knocked Tottenham out of the Europa League as well, and he's been tipped across Croatia to be the next Luka Modric.
Well, that's high praise because we all know how good Luka Modric is. I mean, he's been about for years. So, I mean, to replace him, I don't know. We've seen people in the past being dubbed the next Messi. I think it was Bojan at Barcelona.
Bojan Krkic.
And it
also
never,
part Croatian.
And it never really worked out. So, I mean, it's big shoes to fill, but I'm sure he'll just be taking one game at a time. But he's certainly, I think you're right, he's certainly one to watch out for come the first game that Croatia play against England.
Absolutely. Now, usually at a tournament, there's usually one big side that flops. Who are you tipping to be that team?
I mean, when you think about it, I mean, a lot of people are saying Belgium. I think the team that I'm going to say that are going to flop, I think they'll get out the group, but
they'll not go too deep. I think
Holland, maybe.
Yeah, I've got Holland down as well. I mean, we saw ourselves with a makeshift Scotland side. We completely dominated them. Or not such dominated, but we deserved to actually go in to win the game. And unfortunately, surrendered our second lead with very few minutes to spare. So I think with what seemed to be quite a strong Holland side.
Yeah.
Because we were looking at thinking, if we can get a draw out of this would be fantastic. We were disappointed with the result.
A lot of people look at it and go, it's a strong Holland side. And see, to be honest with you, I don't like it when we say that the opposition were bad.
No.
I'd rather we sat here and play Scotland. That to me just gave us so much confidence going into this tournament that we can compete and we can cause teams problems. You look at the options we've got in midfield, definitely, but I just think Holland without Virgil van Dijk, it's a chasm in the defence. He has the opportunity to win any game for any team. He's an absolute Rolls Royce of a player, and you put him beside Delict, I mean, it's delightful. Sorry for the play on words of the spelling there, but no, delightful. But no, I just think Van Dijk's too much a big miss for him. So I think
that's a fair assessment. Next up, dark horses. Who would you say is your dark horse for the tournament?
The country that I'm going to mention, they've been hugely successful in world football over its history, but I think with the fact that they weren't in the last tournament, in the back there, I think Italy, they've not lost a game in, I believe, 2 years. Mancini's got them playing well. You look at the squad, Chiesa, Insigne, Immobile. They've got players that can really hurt teams. And as you know, Italian squads are really, really strong defensively.
Yeah.
So if they get the first goal in games, they're going to be a really, really difficult side to break down and to beat. So I'm going to go for Italy.
That's a very good point, because no one is speaking about Italy. Like, everyone's talking about how it's coming home again for England or France, Germany, that. But I want to say a dark horse, maybe not to win the tournament, but to go far in the tournament. I'd say is Denmark. Of course, with Denmark being so strong in their opening 3 games in our group for the World Cup qualifying, they scored 8 against Moldova. They scored 4 in Austria. Austria being the second seed in our group. And they went over to Vienna and scored 4 goals. Yeah,
they're really good. And you look at the spine of their team. I mean, they've got Kasper Schmeichel in goal, who is practically, I would say, world-class goalkeeper. I think he's really, really good. You get Kjaer and Christensen at the back. Kjaer plays with, obviously, AC Milan. And Christensen is a Champions League winner at Chelsea. Then you look at the midfield, they've got Eriksson, Delaney, and Højbjerg, who's been one of Tottenham's best players this season for me. And they've got Braithwaite, who seems to score goals for them. He might not be prolific for Barca, but in the Denmark shirt, he knows how to score goals. So that's a really strong squad. And sometimes with these tournaments, you can have the individual talents and these star players, but see if you can get a squad playing together and playing well, then they're going to be hard for anyone. And I think Denmark have shown that over the last couple of years, that they're really strong.
I mean, as we discussed off camera, sometimes it's better to have a solid unit than just have that one player that can go and win a game for you.
Yeah, so we'll see. But I think Denmark's a good shout,
So next up, we're going to do a prediction of the tournament brackets. We're going to go through each group and talk about our placings and our opinions. And then we're going to talk about Scotland's group, or Scotland's chances of going far. So Group A, we've got. Do you want to run through what you've got as a?
Yeah, I will run through it. I've got Italy in first place.
Yeah.
I've got Turkey second. Wales in third. And I've got Switzerland in fourth. I just think.
Second.
I just think that Wales, Gareth Bale, which is probably last tournament in Wales, I think that they'll do the business against Switzerland, and I think they'll win. And then I've already spoke about Italy. They're fantastic. And then Turkey are going to be solid as well. So I've got them in second. What about you? What have you done?
For me, I've gone with Italy to win the group, and I've put Switzerland second because I think Switzerland are a very solid team. As talking about a sort of second seed nation, I think Switzerland are usually a solid bet. Then I've got third Wales, and then fourth Turkey, and it's a shame to pick a fourth place team because this group can be so open.
Yeah.
Because Turkey have been backed by so many to be underdogs to go quite far in the tournament. I mean, Euro 2008, they got to the semi-final, and a lot of people forget about that. And Turkey's one of these teams you cannot count out. But I feel ashamed to be counting them out. But I genuinely think a lot of these games are just going to be decided by one goal.
Yeah.
And Turkey is just going to miss out.
Right. Okay.
Group B, I'll start things off. I'm going to go with Belgium to win the group. But it won't be by much. It'll be a lot closer than what people could bill it to be. Second place, Denmark. I reckon they're actually going to draw with Belgium. Third place, Russia, and fourth place, Finland. Finland being at their first ever tournament, of course.
Yep, I've went with the exact same for you, so I think we agree on that.
Yeah.
I think the Belgium-Denmark game will be really tight. I've already discussed how good I think Denmark are. But I just think the presence of Romelu Lukaku up front, he's had an absolutely amazing season for Inter. And I think he'll carry that into the Euros, and it'll be enough to see Belgium top the group.
Is Romelu Lukaku the most informed striker in the world right now?
Well, if you listen to English media, they would have you believe that Harry Kane's the best thing since sliced bread. So they just had to get that in there. But no, I think that Romelu Lukaku, for me, maybe with the exception of Lewandowski, is probably up there as probably the best strikers in the world at the minute.
I still can't believe how he got let go so easily by Man United all those seasons ago now.
They complain about his touch, but for me, if he can stick the ball in the net, then who cares?
For me, I don't care if a striker's only got one touch. As long as that one touch ends up in a goal, that's fine.
Yep.
You can just boot the ball off him and it goes in. It's absolutely fine.
Absolutely.
Right, so you want to talk us through Group C?
Group C, we've got the Netherlands, Ukraine, Austria, and making the first appearance in a major tournament, North Macedonia. Now, North Macedonia obviously shocked Germany.
Yes.
Do you think that they can carry that into the tournament and continue
I would love to think so. I want to see Gordon Pandev light things up at the Euros this year, but I don't see it happening.
I think he's a bit old now, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's just obviously the sides in it, Austria, Ukraine, and Netherlands. They're the three that are going to be fighting out for the top two places.
Yeah.
If you ask me, but in terms of who I've got going through. I know I said they flop, but I still think that they're strong enough to get through the group and strong enough to finish in first place. I've went with Netherlands, and then second place I've went with Ukraine, third place Austria, and lastly Macedonia.
Well, I'm gonna make a bold statement here. I think the Netherlands are gonna finish outside the top two.
Right.
I think it's gonna be Ukraine that top the group with Austria in second because, well, Ukraine are a solid outfit.
Right, okay.
And I think there's going to be quite a few draws in this group. I think the top three will all take points off Macedonia quite happily. But it's going to be a head-to-head shootout between the top three. Right. And I think Austria will finish second.
I know what wise. And I know I'm going to stop you now.
Yeah,
I've just seen a message on my phone. Can we try and focus the camera a wee bit? There's people going mental in the comments. So just for your viewing pleasure, we're going to try and get this camera sorted. Sorry, we're just doing this wee preview.
Yeah, this was
just
a
because
test.
we've got something that we're going to reveal to you after we come to Group C. So we're going to tell you about something after Group C. So we're just going to get this camera focused first, and then hopefully once we've got it done, you can let us know in the comments if it's going all right.
It's
looking good on. It's looking good on here, just knowing that.
Aye, that's the thing. When we were setting this up, and on that Canon camera, it was completely fine. It's just the way it's transferred over onto the laptop. That's the only issue.
It's still looking dodgy on the laptop.
It's no changing, is it? Just smile for the camera, Stevie.
Sorry if you're seeing the stains in my teeth, by the way. That's horrible.
I was about to say the same.
why they get the cameraman on Sunday.
Yeah.
Obviously, say that the cameraman isn't here.
Aye,
Aye,
the
cameraman's at work, so we'll have him on Sunday.
We've only got the sound guy. I'm the paint guy. I can only do
Aye.
paint.
Aye. These things happen with live testing, so hopefully you can bear with us, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's no moving at all.
No, at all. Will we just continue then?
Yeah, we'll just continue, mate. Anyway, so I was being
Group D.
controversial. Group C, mate. I've not finished talking about.
Oh, aye, there you have. I forgot I stopped you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's fine. But I think Holland have yet to find that final piece of the jigsaw.
Yeah.
That will make them into a side that can progress and go really far in a tournament again.
Yep.
Because they had their golden generation several years ago. And then they had another generation that I would say is the silver generation, because they had the likes of Iron Robin.
Yep.
But right now, yeah, they've got Memphis Depay, but Memphis Depay is not anything like the gravy that Iron Robin was.
Come on, he's had a brilliant season at Leon.
He's had a brilliant season, but I still do not think...
He was the one player that stood out against us, no?
Yeah, but I'm just thinking he's not enough.
Well,
I mean, he's got to prove me wrong.
aye.
But
I've obviously said they're going to be a flop. I'm just offering you a counter argument
Yeah, I know.
to see if you can stand.
support me on this one.
No, Group D then. So
Are we not going to make that announcement first?
aye, that's what I'm going to say. We're
Yeah.
going to be bringing something very special to you guys on Sunday.
Yeah.
We're going to be live from Drygate Brewery, and we'll be doing a live reaction of England versus Croatia. It'll be the first time that the Fab Four have been in the same room together. That'll be me, Goggsy, Roscoe, and Fraz. I know he's in the comments. Sorry if it's a bit out of focus, but hello, boys. I hope you're well.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing that, and then on the Monday's the big
Monday.
one.
Oh, the Monday.
I'll wait
The
you
Monday.
to. I'll wait you to
Yeah.
go over about the
So-
Monday, Goggsy.
So everyone quiet down. Right, so on the Monday, we are going to be live, also from the Drygate Brewery, to cover Scotland versus the Czech Republic on the Scotland National Team YouTube channel. That is actually the official YouTube channel. This is not just something we've made up on the spot. But it's absolutely amazing that we've been given the chance to do that. And I'd like to thank everyone at the SFA for complying with our ideas. And
I know.
it's just going to be mental, isn't it?
Fantastic opportunity, and it's one that we're really looking forward to. And hopefully Scotland can get the result.
Oh, see if we lose, I just think we should just stop
No.
altogether.
We'll be fine. Listen. We're going to get into it. So Group D, what are you thinking?
Group D,
The big one.
The big one. Do you want me to lead?
Yeah, we don't.
Right, so top in the group, I'm going to say Croatia. And then second place, England. Third place, Scotland to go through. And fourth place, Czech Republic.
Oh, right. Well, I've went first place England.
Right?
Because I just think they're going to be too strong.
Yeah.
Second place Croatia.
Mhm.
Third place Scotland. But do I have as one of the fourth best placed teams?
Ooh.
And then lastly, the Czech Republic.
No one's backing the Czech Republic for anything, are they?
No.
Not if you're Scottish, anyway.
So we can't sit here and back the Czech Republic.
No, we can't. So what is your reasoning for England and Croatia finishing above Scotland then?
England does no, they should have enough. I think with the 3 games being at Wembley. Now the only thing that might work against them is that they're notoriously slow starters, and Croatia have a lot of experience. So it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to pan out.
My reasoning is
Sunday.
My reasoning is Croatia seem to have the measure of England in the big matches.
Yep.
Like at the World Cup 2018, like in previous qualifiers where England needed to win and Croatia beat them at Wembley.
Yeah.
I think Croatia are going to beat England 2-1 in the opening day. I think Scotland will sneak it against the Czech Republic. And then England's a free hit. If we can sneak something off Croatia, that'd be fucking brilliant.
It'd be fantastic, and I think that you make a good point going into the Croatia game, because they're going to need to have travelled back and forth 5 times between them, because they need to They need to go to Wembley, back to Croatia,
Yeah. Then to
then to Hampden, back
Back
to
to Croatia.
Croatia, and then back to Hampden before they even play us. So it should be one that we can maybe get something from. I just think that they'll beat Czech Republic by more goals.
Yes.
And I think that'll be enough to see them finish in second place ahead of us. I do think that that's a game that we can get a point from, though. And I do think that we will beat the Czech Republic. I think we're littered with talent in midfield.
Yeah.
We've got two of the best defenders in the Premier League. And I liked some of the look of the link-up play between Che Adams and Lyndon Dykes. I know it was only against Luxembourg, but they seem to be striking up a wee bit of partnership there. And for me, it just... the way the tournament's going to pan out international football just suits us to be set up, organised, and hard to beat. I think we're going to do well. And we've got 12,000 in the Tartan Army backing us as well, so that's going to be big.
Thing is, a lot of people seem to forget our record against the Czech Republic and Croatia in recent years have been pretty good. Yeah. And of course, we didn't lose our last game against England either, so we should be looking quite comfortable going into this. But of course, then again, it's our first major tournament in 23 years.
Yep.
Unless you want to count the Kirin Cup.
Hey, no, I'm not counting that.
Oh, come on. There's a trophy.
Nah. But we're going to do well. We need to be positive.
We have to be positive.
And Rory for open goal, Rory to Jordy. I'm calling you. 6 or 7 against Scotland. I won't put your head in the sand, son. No chance. No chance. We've got a team littered with talent, mate. Yeah, and I think someone will be eating humble pie. I'm not saying that we're going to get something against England, but I'm saying we'll put up a lot better a performance than what they'd expect.
Definitely. I cannot wait to see it.
They're thinking we're a Farmers League and they're going to do is they're in for the shock, I'm telling you.
Oh, definitely. They're the Farmers League, mate. Yeah. Anyway, so Group E, we've got Poland, Spain, Sweden, Slovakia.
It's tight, isn't it, between 3 of the teams again?
It's going to be a tight one.
I've went with Spain top.
Right.
You might see that as bottling out a wee bit. And then I've gone Poland second just because of Robert Lewandowski. I've just absolutely banged them in. And then Sweden.
Yeah.
And third.
And Slovakia fourth.
Slovakia and
fourth. We're both completely ruling out Slovakia then because I've got Slovakia fourth. I don't think Slovakia have enough. I mean, when we played Slovakia last year away, we battered them and lost 1-0.
Yeah.
If we can dominate a team like that, and okay, we didn't win the game, but we still absolutely battered them.
Yep.
They've got no hope against teams that are higher ranked than us.
Yeah.
I've gone for Poland to win the group because I think Lewandowski's goals are gonna carry Poland through. Yeah, they've not got the most solid team in terms of like an evenly spread talent. But the talisman of Robert Lewandowski will be enough to put Poland on top. Second place, I've gone for Spain. Spain have, in my opinion, one of the worst Spanish teams at the moment. They don't have any Real Madrid players in their team.
I made it with Portugal defender though.
Aye, but
he's
he's good, but they don't have Ramos. Ramos is the core of Spain. Ramos is what has made Spain so successful over the last 15 years.
Yeah, I think he's been brought down with a couple of injuries, and that's why. The gaffer.
Absolutely. Also, I think the fact David De Gea's in their squad, isn't he?
Yep.
That's the reason why they're not going to finish top. He's got too many mistakes in him.
There you go.
And of course, I've gone for in third place Sweden. But yeah, I think they'll comfortably beat Slovakia. Anyway, do you want to lead with Group F, the group of death?
Right, well, it's an easy one for fourth place.
France.
Hi. Hungary in fourth. Absolutely, I think we both agree on that.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if you put anything else.
Yeah.
But then for me, 3 of the best teams in the tournament left in the group. And it really could end up, you would expect France to be top with the squad that they've got. Yeah. But between the second and third, I think it could be either way, Portugal or Germany. But I put Germany third and Portugal second.
I've done the exact same, mate.
I think I look at Portugal's defence. They've got Ruben Dias. They've got obviously Bruno Fernandes. They've got João Cancelo. So they've got loads of good. I know everybody knows about Ronaldo. You don't need to mention him, right? But no, they're just a squad absolutely littered. with talent, and I think they'll finish second. And it's going to be cracking to watch some of their games.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But also one worry I have is games are going to be far too cagey because there's a 57% chance of a team going through.
Yeah. There always is cagey in big tournaments. I mean,
Yeah.
you see that. You definitely see that with the game tonight as the rain starts to pour down here.
Yeah.
I think it will be very cagey between Italy and Turkey.
Yeah. And what we'll do is we'll quickly wrap up because the sound guy's fine with it. Okay, so who are your 4 best third place teams to go through?
I've gone for Wales, Scotland, Sweden, and Germany.
Wow.
I think they'll get through. I think they'll be the ones to get through.
So
You start with your first last 16.
for my round, alright, I forgot to. Yeah, so my 4 best third place teams is Wales, Netherlands, Scotland, and Germany.
Yeah.
Sweden, I think, I'm just going to miss out.
Okay, interesting.
So then my round of 16 is an interesting lineup. We've got Belgium to beat Germany.
Right.
Then Italy to beat Austria.
Right.
France to beat Wales. England to beat Spain. Poland to beat Holland. Portugal to beat Croatia. Ukraine to unfortunately beat Scotland. And Switzerland to beat Denmark.
Right, so my last 16, the first game is Belgium-Sweden. I've got Belgium to go through in that because obviously they get a better squad. Italy against Ukraine. Italians for me. France versus Wales. The French.
Yep.
Croatia beat Poland. Croatia. Scotland would face Spain. Now, I'd love to sit here and say that we could go through against the Spanish.
But nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
But I think that would be a bridge too far for us. I'm going to go for Spain to get through. England too have been telling us that football's been coming home for the past God knows how long. They've been doing it ever since 1966, to be honest. But it's not coming home this year because they're going to get put out of Portugal in the last 16 for me.
Right.
And Germany will put out the Netherlands. I just think sometimes that when Germany can be tested against strong opposition like the French and the Portuguese, they get to a side like the Dutch, they will be well tested by them, whereas Holland have got an easy group, easier group. I think that Germany will be right up for that and they'll go through in that one.
Interesting
so,
stuff.
Quarterfinals.
So I'm going to lead with my quarterfinals. I've got Italy to knock out Belgium.
I've got the same.
Really?
Yep.
Then France against England. I think the French will be far too strong for the English. Poland to beat Portugal to beat Poland.
Yep.
And Ukraine against Switzerland. Switzerland will knock.
Get Ukraine or Switzerland in the semi-final.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a big shout. So obviously, as I say, I've got Belgium to beat Italy. Then I've got the French to beat Croatia. And I've obviously got Portugal to beat Spain. So Portugal goes through. And Germany will knock out Denmark, although I think that one will go to a penalty shootout. I think that'll be really, really close between the two, and that is one that I could easily be wrong in because I've spoken about how good the Danish squad is.
Well, I'm gonna be a bit different here. I've got Italy against France in the semi-final. I think Italy. I've put Italy to beat France.
Yeah, you took Denmark as your dark horses.
Yeah.
Would you class Italy as a bit of a dark horse?
Yeah, but I said I was trying to be different because Italy are dark horses to win the competition, whereas Denmark are dark horses to go far in the competition.
Yeah, but okay, I'll give you that one. But obviously, I have.
Yeah, I've already got Denmark knocked out in the round of 16.
I cannot take Italy to beat France. I think that'll be a bridge too far. I'll get the French going through. And Portugal against Germany is my second one. I've got Portugal in the final. So France v Portugal is my final.
I've got Portugal to play Switzerland in my second semi, and Portugal to win. And
thank God they never said Switzerland there. By the way, Jesus. I'd be very, very worried. Shaqiri's not that good. But no,
No, Shaqiri's been replaced by Shakira.
aye, well, I'd
Aye,
rather
so-
watch Shakira on a football pitch, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, definitely. Her
Anyway,
hips do not lie.
yeah, oh my god. Anyway, there's Goggs' one shite punny the stream. There you go.
Yeah.
So I've
So-
got France v Portugal.
So Italy v Portugal for me.
Who's your winners?
Italy.
I'm out in Portugal.
Oh,
Portugal to beat France in the final.
Again?
I know
Again?
everybody's talking about revenge, but I think it's going to be a repeat.
really?
Aye, I do. I think it's going to be a repeat. I'm out for the Portuguese, and I
Turn of
think
the mat.
they are very good odds. If anybody wants to gamble responsibly, I would say
Do so.
Portugal is a good shout. But we're sorry about the focus, guys. They've came to the end of the stream. We will have this sorted by Sunday, trust me, because we're going to have a camera. We're going to have a camera guy here, but I hope
Yeah.
you've enjoyed at least listening to us if it's been a bit fuzzy. But we've
Yeah.
enjoyed bringing it to you. And
Aye, that's
please do join us on the Goggsy99 channel for the game England v Croatia on Sunday. I think we'll be going live about 15 minutes before
Yeah,
kickoff.
so it'll be, what is it, 2 o'clock kickoff?
2 o'clock kickoff, so about quarter to 2.
1:45, we'll be live.
And then focus for England v Croatia.
Do we call the programme Football Focus just for a laugh?
So we're going to go take a flying focus now and wrap it up there.
But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. And once again, please join us on Sunday and Monday for official coverage, as we'll see you from the Drygate. But yes, on that happy note, thank you very much, everyone. Leave a like down below if you want more of this snazzy content. Subscribe if you're new. We're nearly at 10,000 subscribers, and we'll see you very soon.
Come on, Scotland.
Drive safely.
Come on, Scotland.